Welcome, everyone. Bishop Walsh, Father Matthew. Is this still not on? It's on. Third time's a charm. Welcome, everybody. Bishop Walsh, Father Matthew, Father Philibus, faculty, staff, parents, families, loved ones, but most importantly, our graduates. Welcome to the 2024 graduation ceremonies for St. Mary Cathedral School. It has been a pleasure over the years to watch these graduates grow and mature into the fine young men and women that they have become. Over the years, the priests, the teachers, your families have taught you many things about your faith, including many stories about the apostles. They've taught about the importance of being brave, having courage, and doing hard things, and how much easier it is when you surround yourself with people that will help you along the way. Graduating from high school and taking a step into the real world and growing your independence brings about situations where you'll have to make tough decisions. You'll have to be brave and courageous. You won't be asking permission anymore, but deciding for yourself what to do. So my advice to you, surround yourself with people who will help you grow in your faith, who will bring you closer to Christ and support the goals you have for your life. When you surround yourself with good people, you will become braver, stronger, more confident, and courageous. Sometimes you have to let go of the picture of what you thought life would be like, listen to God's voice, and learn to find joy in the story you were meant to live. God's plan is always perfect. Quiet your mind and listen for His calling in your life. Last year, I sent the graduates off with a little advice. After listening to your senior send-off speeches, there were some common themes between the advice I gave the graduates last year and your loved ones, the advice they gave you this year. So here's my advice. Put yourself out there. Try new things. Bishop told the graduates last year, and someone in their senior send-off speech said it this year, make your bed. Start your morning off with an easy task to complete. Go out of your way to meet new people and visit new places. Communicate. Fail, make mistakes, but listen for God's path in your life. Look forward to the future, but enjoy the present and the moment that you're in. Soak in all your moments. From one of the senior send-off speeches, fill your toolbox. Is your faith strong enough to fend off evil? Is your faith strong enough to make the right choices? Surround yourself with people who will help you achieve these goals. Remember where you came from. Come back to visit both home and school. Call your mom and dad. Remember to keep in touch with your siblings. This is new and hard for them too. Be kind to others, but most importantly, be kind to yourselves. In the words of your salutatorian, endings are sad, beginnings are scary, but the middle is where memories are made. Today you're surrounded by priests, faculty, parents, and families who want nothing but the best for you. Each person in this church will continue to pray for you and pray that you are listening to God's calling in your life. My final thoughts. When you walk across the altar, pause for a moment. Give yourself credit for how far you've come, how much you've accomplished, not just the lessons in the classroom and your academics, but the tough life lessons that have shaped you into who you are today. But more importantly, who you will become in the future. You are not who you were 4 years ago when you walked into your freshman year. You're stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You are one step closer to changing the world simply because of you. I would now like to introduce our valedictorian, Jackson Koenig, for his speech.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I think I speak for all of us when I say that this day has come so much sooner than we were ever expecting. Today is the culmination of the past 13+ years of our lives. Back in elementary school, graduation seemed impossibly far away, and yet, in what feels like the blink of an eye, here we've arrived. As we sit in our caps and gowns, ready to receive our diplomas, let us reflect on all the memories we've made and the lessons we have learned. Due to the small size of our Catholic school, we were fortunate to be able to grow so close with one another. Whether it be on our sports teams or cheering from the student section, cooking up some delicious meals in Mrs. Rogo's home ec class, or sometimes pulling a learning experience out of the oven. Filming Romeo and Juliet scene reenactments for a final project, or getting carried by the girls during float building for homecoming. Each occasion has built character and taught us valuable lessons in teamwork. Throughout the course of our time here, we have become nothing short of family. I know that we will cherish the field trips, bonfires, proms, pep rallies, football games, rock paintings, bus rides, and any other moments where we have been able to be together over the years. I want to thank you for being such great friends and helping me and each other to develop into the people that we are today. I also want to thank our teachers and mentors for inspiring us and teaching us lessons that we can bring with us as we continue down our own paths. And to our parents and other members of our families who have supported us and guided us during our education and will continue to support us as we move into the future, thank you. Throughout our years at St. Mary's, we've learned much more than just what is in the textbooks. We've learned to overcome obstacles and navigate through uncertainty. Because of this, we were able to emerge stronger and more resilient. Our class is persistent and will do anything we can to accomplish what we want to achieve. This is evident in our attempts to find any loophole or workaround we can to get away with a senior prank. We've created friendships that have added depth to our lives and memories that will undoubtedly stick with us forever. Our next steps will take nearly all of us in separate directions. We will meet new people, have new experiences, and discover who we are meant to be. Despite moving away from each other to begin our new lives, we must always remember what we had here. We are connected by our experiences and the bond that we share with each other. As we proceed into the next chapter of our lives and embark on our own personal journeys, let us remember the lessons we have learned. Let us be emboldened by our curiosity, let us pursue our passions, and let us strive for greatness. We are entering a world filled with unpredictability and countless challenges, but it is also brimming with opportunity. Today is just the beginning, and I look forward to seeing how each of you decide to shape your future. There's no other class I would have wanted to spend my high school years with. You each hold the potential to do great things. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024.
The United States Marine Corps has seen fit to award the Semper Fidelis Award to Tori Kuznitsky. Tori, come on. And then you hand it to her. It says here that you are receiving this award because of your dedication, musical excellence in performing in band and as a soloist, and I would add, for Jesus and a few close friends. In other words, playing for Mass. She's very generous with her time, and she's a self-starter. I like her very much. She walks in, she says, "Where's the menu?" I give her the menu. She finds her books, she finds her binders, she sets up, makes sure, and not only is she ready to go, but she makes sure everybody else is too. That's the kind of a ministry person we want to grow here in our parish, in our school. Stay there. Thank you very much. Thank you. And a second one, and this is the Music Ministry Award, and it goes to the same person, Tori. And you don't get a certificate or anything to put on your wall, but you get a nice little statue, okay? And this statue is for one of our heroes. This would be Saint Cecilia. Saint Cecilia is the patron of musicians. I think her feast day is the 22nd of November. Remember that. And so, Tori gets this little statue, but I'll tell you something, Tori, this is not the kind of statue that you take and bury in your backyard upside down. Because if you do that, you'll get a lot of phone calls from people who want to buy your house. Evidently, you know that, don't know that tradition. You need to find that one. Thank you, Tori.
The class of 2024 has chosen Mr. Ulowitz to be our commencement speaker, and I would like to introduce him now.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our St. Mary faculty and staff, parents and loved ones, and especially class of 2024. It's my honor and privilege to have been asked to give today's commencement address. Let me start by congratulating the class for achieving one of life's major milestones. It's my sincere hope that you're leaving here with fond memories and very few regrets. So, what's next for all of you? Some of you are headed off to college. Some will be learning a trade. Some of you might be still trying to figure it out. Regardless, it's safe to say that you will all sooner or later arrive at the point in your life where you will have to, as they say, earn a living. These three words are among the most anxiety-inducing words in the English language. What am I going to do to earn a living? What am I called to do? Will I find purpose in my work? Early in my working life, I was convinced that my career lacked both higher purpose and any meaningful societal impact, and I carried this immature and naive attitude with me for too long. Then one day, I was sitting in the office of one of my supervisors at the time, a gentleman by the name of Steve Dykstra, and he told me something that I've never forgotten. He said, "Chris, maybe if you saw your career and the work that you do as a way of honoring God, you might find more fulfillment. All honorable work done well gives glory to God." As a so-called Christian, this should have been obvious, and to be honest, I was a bit ashamed of myself, but it was the wake-up call I needed. For many, their sense of self-worth becomes inextricably linked to their profession or career or the type of work they do. I would urge all of you to avoid that mistake. Don't let your job become your identity. I walked out of Steve's office that day with a new perspective, trying to see value and meaning in everything I did. In his letter to the Colossians, St. Paul says, "Whatever you do, do from the heart, as for the Lord and not for others, knowing that you will receive from the Lord the due payment of inheritance." When we make God the foundation of all we do, everything has meaning. Rick Warren, in his book, The Purpose-Driven Life, wrote, "Work becomes worship when you dedicate it to God and perform it with an awareness of His presence." Think about that for a minute. To see work as a form of worship will probably require a change in mindset, but the benefits of this new outlook are immeasurable. For one, it might take some of the pressure off those of you who are still struggling with discerning your calling. The Bible makes very little reference to being called to a specific job, but if you've been paying attention in religion class these last few years, you ought to know that our common vocation, our common calling as Christians, is the universal call to holiness. Don't let that statement scare you. You don't have to put on sackcloth and ashes and live in a monastery to carry out this mission. Holiness can be manifested in the simple, mundane tasks of ordinary life. Remember that your career is only a small part of your greater vocation. You don't have to discover the cure for cancer to have an impact on the world. Seek opportunity that aligns with your God-given skills and talents. Whether that involves years of formal education or on-the-job training is irrelevant. The difference between honorable and dishonorable work is not based on how menial a job is or how much money you make. Rather, it's determined by the answer to the question, can I honor God in this work? If you're not sure what you want to do, that's okay. Personally, I changed majors twice before going to trade school, worked for several years, then went back to school in my late 30s, changed my major again, finally earning a college degree 25 years after graduating from high school. And by the way, most colleges don't offer a 25-year plan, so I wouldn't recommend that path. The point is, life is not linear, so be open to opportunity. Look for ways to enrich the world with your personal and professional talents. Mike Rowe, best known for hosting the show Dirty Jobs, has famously said, "Never follow your passion, but always bring it with you." This is great advice. Just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean that you're good at it or that it's a prudent career choice. But to be passionate in your work and in your beliefs is a valuable asset. Pope St. John Paul II, in his encyclical Laborem Exercens, describes work as co-creative and co-redemptive, whereas we participate with God to creatively build up our world while accepting our small crosses in solidarity with and with the same loving obedience as our Lord. We all have a part to play in the betterment of this world, so carry this responsibility with you as you start your next chapter. I made mention earlier about making God the foundation of all you do, and when it comes to a fulfilling and meaningful life, that's really all it boils down to. Making God the foundation of all you do. Easier said than done, I know, but if you do this, I promise you it's a worthwhile credo to live by. So, work to develop an unwavering faith that can weather the storms of opposition. The world may hate you for your beliefs. Just ask Harrison Butker. Don't allow this animosity to discourage you. The world is still amazing and beautiful and filled with God's fingerprints. Never forget that. And finally, with a nod to our former principal and lover of all things Irish, Mr. Bellinger, I'd like to leave you with a popular Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Congratulations and God bless.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you is only seed. Is the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance? It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. when the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong. Just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose.
Good afternoon, Bishop Walsh, Father Matthew, Father Philibus, and Principal Heather Glasby. These students have successfully completed all requirements set forth by the St. Mary Cathedral School and the Michigan State Board of Education. Seniors, when I call your name, please come forward. Johnny Alexander III. Jake Terry Butler. Dylan Leroy Croft. Peyton Roy DeWord. Samuel Robert Jacobson. Hunter Everett Clapadlo. Valedictorian Jackson Daniel Koenig. Zachary Michael Koenig. Brett Andrew Koshoniak. Victoria Audrey Kuznicki. Rylan Alexander Matowski. Salutatorian Miriam Rose Morrell. Joseph Paul O'Connell. Lake John Donnelly Palanta. Reese Taylor Thompson.
También queremos reconocer que nuestra estudiante de intercambio Nora Sanz Toledo ha completado su último año de secundaria con nosotros a través del programa de estudios de intercambio cultural internacional. Felicitaciones, Nora, que el Señor te bendiga abundantemente.
Our foreign exchange student, Nora Sant, has completed her senior year with us through the International Cultural Exchange Studies program. Good job. It is our honor to present to you the graduating class of 2024.
They're ready to get out of here. Miriam and Jackson, would you come forward and for the turning of the tassels?